Good morning and good January to y'all. Y'all. First things first, I'm gonna put the battery back in the Westfalia, which I was trickle charging, and it seems to be okay, so I just saved myself 160 bucks there. Hopefully, crossing fingers. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna start figuring out what all parts I need to order and get right into it because there's no time like the present. That thing really stinks. Good thing I got a new exhaust system coming in. Well, it's not really a one-person job to put up an ARB awning. I guess for a few $100 it makes sense, but you could just go to the local hardware store or department store and get one of those pop-up tents. I don't know, that's just me. Looks pretty good. I think today I'm just gonna air it out. There's definitely a lot of, I wouldn't say mold or mildew, but a little bit of water damage on stuff. So letting it air out first. It's too cold to use any cleaners because it'll all just freeze anyway. Hopefully we get up into the high 30s so I can start using some cleaners. Looks like the plumbing is still intact here. That's a good sign. And I'm really curious to see if anything's actually in the water tank. Got another curtain in there. Well, I'm gonna keep cleaning and I'm just gonna get to it, and when I'm done I'll do a walk around and see what needs to get replaced, because by the time I'm done cleaning I'll know. So the carpet's okay. It's got some wear over on the driver's side a bit. It's got some separation here. Got a little bit of fade here. But all in all, it's actually in pretty okay shape until you get to there. This is disappointing. I really don't want to have to replace the carpet, but I might have to simply because of that. We'll see. I might be able to do something with it. As far as the rest of it goes, it's all in pretty good shape. All the MDF board shows signs of water impregnation. You can see up here as well. I'll be doing something with all that. Same with the headliner here. Everything that could absorb water, I'm basically gonna strip out, because when it comes to health, I don't care. Even if I'm not gonna keep this, which right now it's looking more like I want to keep it, it's gotta be safe. A lot of people don't clean it before they sell it. I'm not that type of person, but again, I'm leaning towards wanting to keep it. I really hope I find like a bunch of stuff that makes me not want to keep it, but so far the more time I spend with it, especially here standing up inside the van, I really want to keep it. So I'm gonna go with that idea, but unlike my other van, I'm gonna be a little bit more strict with my spending, because with Westfalias there's more parts, and with more parts comes more cost. As long as I don't go too crazy, there's money to be had here. That's always something in the back of my mind, is if I need to sell something for some emergency, like family surgery, or we have to move and liquidate our assets, etc., etc. That's always in the back of my mind with everything that I have. It doesn't mean that I stop enjoying the stuff. It's just that I like to keep a good budget on things, a tight budget. With my other van, what I want to do is basically make it a brand new van so that it's turnkey, drivable, go anywhere, and just enjoy it and not worry. This, it's far from that. I basically have to redo everything that I did on the other van in this. Boy, a little anxiety looking at it all, but at the same time, I'm so excited. I've got the propane system exposed now. This is the Propex HS2800. I'm gonna sell it simply because propane isn't that efficient, and I'm gonna put a diesel heater in. It takes up a lot of space. It could get shoved, you know, maybe in this cabinet over here or maybe under there, but a diesel heater, I know for a fact I can fit it right in there, and then there's all this extra storage here. Looking forward to that. Should be arriving this coming weekend, and I'll start installing it. But first I'm going to have to tear out all of the insulation that the previous owner installed, as well as anything that's original still in there, like the fiberglass against that wall. And I'm going to do kill mat and 3M Thinsulate. I'm going to really deaden it. One of the reasons I'm really looking forward to using Sound Ender is this. Compared to my other van, this thing is a tin can. There is no sound deadening. And what's most important, especially when you have a diesel vehicle or a diesel vehicle that's also a big bread box, is sound deadening. I'm going to go underneath the van, undo the exhaust, and then I'm going to take the controller out. Well, I'm glad it's getting out. Yeah, this thing was barely used. You might be wondering, why is he taking out a Propex heater? It was fully installed, ready to go. Well, propane really isn't that efficient. It costs more, you have to get the tanks refilled. Diesel, however, it has a diesel engine, why not put it in a diesel heater? It's much more fuel efficient, much more energy dense, and it costs less because it uses less fuel to run longer.
He is smart.
Well, that was a very productive day. Got a lot done cleaning. Got a whole list of parts that this thing needs. Definitely got my work cut out for me. It's not going to be really difficult, but there's work involved for sure. One thing I am definitely looking forward to is the new exhaust system. For some reason, the previous owner who did the conversion decided to use the original 1.6 liter diesel exhaust system. The car that this 1.9 liter turbo diesel came out of, which was a 1997 Volkswagen Jetta, was 2 inches. So it's extremely restrictive the way that it's set right now. And to add more icing to the cake, I'll be putting a catalytic converter on. A lot of people in the diesel community absolutely despise catalytic converters. I'm not one of them. After years of not having catalytic converters on vehicles, I know for certain I prefer to have a catalytic converter. Definitely makes it less stinky. And with my immune system the way that it is, the day that this van was dropped off, I got to drive it around. I was breathing in the fumes. I was sick for 3.5 days. If you care about the air you breathe, you care about your environment, put one on. Other than the exhaust, the rest of it's pretty much just tidying up. I'm ordering some material to cover the boards with and the headliners. Inside the cabinets, I'll be replacing a couple pieces of wood that have a little bit of water damage. Apart from that, there actually is less to do than I thought there was. The one thing that I'm really not looking forward to is fixing the rust. It doesn't have a lot of rust, but there is rust that needs to be patched. I don't like fixing rust because you always end up replacing more metal than you think it needs. But I digress. If you liked watching this video, hit that like and subscribe. Come along for the ride. I'll see you soon. Not a person.